Hey everybody, welcome to Coffee and Conversation with Angela. Oh yes, it's Monday morning. And I've got this old real light skinned coffee. Listen, y'all, I really like coffee. I like a robust flavored coffee. I got a little heavy handed with the milk today. So it's still good, but I could use because it was dark roast that I roasted today. I particularly kind of like dark roast. So it was a darker roast that I used. I tried that new Dunkin' Donuts signature dark roast series, and it's good. So the coffee is still good, but it's still a little weak for my constitution. I would have preferred it to have a little bit more, a little less cream, a little more coffee. But it is good. Let me set this down. All right, everybody. So as you can see, I'm in front of my Christmas tree for this coffee and conversation. Yes, this is my whimsical Christmas tree. You can't see everything, but you can see Santa's behind. Push him deep in the tree with the little, yeah, honey. See, the kids play with Santa and they mess him up. But, we still have the magic of Christmas in our house. So I just wanted you all to have a little Christmas vibe. I love the holiday season, and although it's been very busy, so I have more the spirit of busy than I do the spirit of Christmas right now. I still love Christmas. It's still one of my favorite times of the year. I just look forward to seeing. I just look forward. Everybody's birthday, is in the fall in my life. So I enjoy, with the exception of my husband, myself, my mom, and my mother-in-law. Everybody else is in the fall. So I really do enjoy seeing everybody. I see lots of friends, family. Just everything kind of happens around the fall time. So I really get really excited about this time just in general. Um, so it's just a good season. All right, so jumping in. Hey, family. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I hope you all had a fantastic week, y'all. I am full of love today. And welcome if this is your first time viewing. Welcome to Coffee and Conversation with Angela. Y'all, we talk about everything, honey. Nothing's off limits. We're going to talk about it. We're going to deal with it. And the goal, what I'm about, is to help you live a happier, healthier life and a life that you enjoy. If you're not enjoying your life, what are you doing? I'm always going to ask you that. If you're not enjoying your life, if you're not enjoying your relationship, if you're not enjoying your job, if you're not, what are you doing? Figure out how to do it in a happy way. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Just what you doing. Really, I need you to temperature check all the time. How am I doing this? Am I enjoying this experience? If not, how can I help myself enjoy this experience? That's it. We're going to jump into today's conversation. Y'all, we're going to be talking about relationships today. I got a couple tips here for relationships for you for this week. And I'm just full of love today. Full of love. Over the weekend, I was honored to be the officiant and to marry two very close friends of mine, Miss Flo and Miss TC. They are now Mrs. and Mrs. Rivers Young. I am too ecstatic about. I'm just overjoyed down in my heart about marrying them, and it means so much to me to be a part of their day and their ceremony, and that they thought highly of me and asked me to do it. So it really means a lot to me to have done that for them. But as a result, just lots that I've spent the last couple of weeks really spending a lot of time thinking about relationship and marriage and all of that good jazz. So I'm gonna give you a couple tips today. These are kind of Angela's role rules to relationships. Now there are a lot of role rules out there about relationships that just exist in the world. So I'm not in any way trying to say like this is a finite list and there are no other thoughts to consider. I'm saying that these are kind of my top 3 that I govern my relationship by. So the first one is acknowledge when you have done wrong. Say I'm sorry. Like literally say I'm sorry. Now, sometimes I feel like I might say I'm sorry too much, but in my house, it is you say you're sorry when you make a mistake. You apologize. Kids, adults alike. If I mess up, my son's birthday was yesterday, and after the wedding, I woke up extremely tired and very sluggish, and he woke up at 6 a.m. talking about, it's my day! Let's go, mommy! And I was like, oh, God, I'm so tired. Just not gonna be able to move. I'm worn out. So it's probably around 11 o'clock and I'm still slugging around, and he's expecting by 11 for us to be out enjoying his day, and he wanted to go to Urban Adventure Air and all this good stuff. And I was like, child, I can tell you now, this is not going to happen. Your mom is wiped. That I pulled him to the side and said, hey, I need to apologize. I said, this is your day. It's your birthday. It only comes once a year. Mommy's really tired today. I'm so sorry that, you're going to go out, we're going to celebrate, we're going to, we go house gift getting from the grandmas and grandparents and aunts and all of that stuff. And that's a part of their day, is going to collect their gifts. And they're excited about it. And I said, yeah, we're going to do all that good stuff. We're going to go out to eat at the restaurant that you want to go to, Panda Express, because that's his favorite little spot. But I also, while we're going to do those things, I recognize that it's late in the day and that you've gotten kind of caught in the hustle and the bustle of life, and I apologize for that. And he said he's my child. And he said nicely, but he certainly said, thank you, Mom, for saying that. I was wondering. You got a mouth like your mama too, huh? Because he certainly said it. Thank you, Mom, for saying that, because I was wondering what was happening. I said, yeah, we're going to get going soon, and I know we're moving a lot slower than anticipated, so I apologize. Apologize. Acknowledge when you've done wrong. Don't skirt around it. Don't try to plant blame. Don't try to offset your wrong with what they did. If you were wrong, you own what you did. Hey, son, I'm sorry. Because it's a relationship, a mother-son relationship. I don't want my son to lose trust in me as his mother. And my ability to execute or start to think that I show favoritism. I don't want any of that. So I have to acknowledge, hey, Mom's tired. Yesterday wore me out. And I didn't get up and bounce like I should have. I thought I was going to be able to do it, but I didn't. I thought I could do it, but I didn't. I was tired. But I wanted him to understand, hey, look, it's not you. It's your mama. Your mama is moving slow. But I'm going to make it up to you. You're going to get next weekend. If you remember, your brother had to get the next weekend too, because we weren't able to do everything that he wanted to do on his day. So that was that. I apologize. The rule. Apologize. Acknowledge when you're wrong. Don't explain it. Don't justify. I wasn't justifying when I told my son, hey, look, I'm tired for the day. I wasn't justifying my behavior. I was explaining to him what happened. I wanted him to understand, here's why. I didn't want him to think it was him. I wanted him to understand that the deficiency was in me. I just couldn't get up that morning. There's nothing wrong with it. It is what it happens. But I need to acknowledge that my behavior hurt him. I needed to acknowledge that my not being able to get up and move brought hurt into him. It made him hurt and feel like, well, and possibly feel a variety of things. He may have felt, what did I do wrong? Why didn't I get the same birthday? Why are you treating me like this? I needed to wipe all that out of his mind. I don't want him running around in the world wondering all foolery that has nothing to do with him and everything to do with, I'm old. Oh, no, I'm not old. I'm young. But yesterday was a long day, and then we had a long week. Like, the week was just really, really full and complete, and it was a long week where every day was like a 16-hour day of different things that happened, and it caught up with me on your day. I was hoping it would catch up with me tomorrow, but it didn't. It caught me on your day, so it is what it is. And I needed him to explain that. So that's number one. The second tip for relationships. And I say relationships and not just couple boy-girl, girl-girl relationships. I'm saying that boy-boy relationships or man-man, why I'm using these immature terms. But I say that for relationships because I gave you an example of a mother-son relationship. So it doesn't matter what relationship these are in, although I'm thinking more romantic love. I also want you to understand that these tips will apply across the board in our relationships. The next one is going to fall under the communication banner. So we hear communication all the time. So you got to communicate, but what does that really mean? And there's so many things that I could say under that. Like, there's so much I could dig into under that banner. But I'm going to call out one thing that I want to highlight. And it's, give the people in your life the right to complain about you about a situation or a circumstance, have a customer relations counter that you work. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Angela Calloway. How can I help you today? And give your person, give your spouse, your partner, your husband, your wife, the ability to say, to be mad about something you did without you blowing your stack. Give your friend, give your sibling. Girl, I need to talk to your customer relations representative. Now look, I'm going to complain about, I don't like when you do X, Y, Z, and X, Y, Z. Don't get an attitude if it's you. And a good example of that is me and my sister. My sister will get tired of me in a minute. And she'll call me and she'll be like, now, I'm going to say this and da-da-da-da-da. So when she start with, I'm going to say this, I have learned. And I remember when I learned this. We were outside. We were picking the kids up from daycare one day. And I asked my sister to watch the kids. I had a responsibility at church, and she was going to watch the kids, but she hadn't planned on it. She was going to go party with her kickball friends that night. And I asked her to watch the kids, and she did. But she was mad about it. And she got out of her car, and she had on, it was wintertime, she had on a black jacket. She slammed the door, and I was standing out front with the kids, finna hand them off to her at the daycare. And she goes, I'm doing this for you, but I'm going to say this. And it was in that moment that I realized, don't pop back. She has a right to complain. She has a right to be upset because she has a life of her own. She has a life. And because she loves you and loves these kids, she's going to rise in this moment and show up and be there for you so that you can go and live your dream and live your life. But she has a right to say, I'm pissed about this. And you need to handle this graciously. I remember that day like it was yesterday. I stood there and I was like, you're absolutely correct. I apologize. I'll do better. Da, 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 da. I just apologized. I'm sorry. Give people the right to be frustrated with you. You know why? Because there are no perfect people and we all make mistakes. Relationship is balance. I told someone last night, I was talking to a close friend of mine, Bishop Brown. I said to Bishop, I said, you know, I've learned in relationships that things are equal. They really are. So when I stop to say, my husband is messed up in this way, I've learned that I can look. Just all I got to do is turn that same magnifying glass on myself. I am equal to the task. It might not be in the same way, but there is something on my side of the scale that balances this just as messed up as his is. I promise it is. I was like, I've learned that. Now, I'm not saying that some people are not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm not talking about that because there are some people that's truly crazy. Now, if they out here and you got a cuckoo Cocoa Puff in your life, friend or boo thing, listen, that's a cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. This rule does not apply. I'm talking about for us regular normal people having regular normal relationships traditionally. If something is happening that's off, I could check the scale and I'm gonna see how it's off on my side as well. Like there's going to be balance. So really what I need to do mostly is fix me. Now I got the right to complain and I'm gonna go to your customer service counter and I'm gonna let you know I don't like that side. But I also need to fix the part of me that's out of whack as well. Communicate. Have a customer relations counter. Give the person the right to complain. You don't pop back, accuse, attack, get alley, none of that. Your job is to diffuse the situation. Just like when you go to a restaurant or a store and you're having a bad experience, management comes down. Management doesn't even really connect to the issue. Management just says, I'm so sorry that you had this experience in our store or in our restaurant. What can I do to make it better? Or I can offer you this to compensate for your bad experience with me. Listen. In that moment, you are the management of your relationships. How are you going to fix the problem? Oh, customer relations manager, you need to fix your stuff. There's no sense in arguing, cutting the fool, because if you're wrong, you're wrong. Fix the stuff. VP. You're the VP of your relationship. You're the CEO of your relationship. We don't call in the CEO. The CEO don't care about the weeds. The CEO care about the solution. Fix the solution so the relationship can move forward. All right, number 3. My third rule for relationships. Never stop growing, guys. Never stop growing. Never stop learning together. And we get that. Like, we get that idea when it comes to business, when it comes to our sales, when it comes to our skill set and how we make money. We get that we should never stop growing. We should never stop learning. And it's something that we should work towards. It's consistently learning and trying to be better. We have to do that in relationships as well. How are we going to grow today in this relationship? Why are we together? Why are we friends? Why am I connected with you people? You need to ask yourself that. If you are connected to people that, honey, why am I connected to you? Does this connection with this group benefit my life? Does this connection with this group add to me or take from me? Does this connection with this group help me grow? Have I outgrown this group of people? Have I outgrown this person? Have I outgrown this friendship? Why am I connected to you? Why are we together? Why are we hanging out? Now, I'm not advocating that you throw people away. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to grow together. I'm not saying you grow and throw your spouse away because they didn't grow. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, how do the two of you grow together? Everybody has to grow. And you have to have those conversations at the customer relation counter. Or you have to have those conversations however you have them in the car. I find the car to be a good place to just kind of slide a little thought in. Just slide a little thought in. You got to, sometimes you got to, you got to, let me slide this on in there. And sometimes it might land and it might not land well. They might get mad with you while you're on your way where you're going. So if it's going to be a heavy hitter, you make sure you land that one in on the way to the house. Not on the way going. You land it on the way home. That way y'all can get home, take a breather. But you still address, hey, I need you to do da-da-da-da-da-da. Whatever your thing is that you need. Like one of mine that I don't mind sharing is, Jonathan and I were in the car one day and we were heading somewhere, and that's my husband. I said to him, I said, I need a few more things to cheer for you on. He said, huh? I said, I need to be able to cheer for you on a couple of more things. I need that. Everybody wants to feel like they have a spouse that's valuable. I need you to give me some stuff to cheer for you on. Like I need something to rally behind you on. You need to give me something. You need to find an interest. I don't care what it is you're doing, but I need you to come up with something so I can feel, oh, look at mine. I need you to give me that. See, he was driving and he looked like he wanted to say, girl, if you don't shut your mouth right now. But I explained it. Like, look, hey, this is what I mean. And he said, okay, I hear you. And didn't that man do that? But I had to tell him, don't get so comfortable. I'm your wife, but don't get comfortable. Because there are men out here in the world that's doing some things. And if you think as a woman, I don't notice, and I'm looking like, oh yeah, honey. I'm a woman. I work from home. My husband go out in the world every day. And I told him one day, I said, me and my girlfriend had a conversation over the weekend. She said, oh my God, your skin looks so good. You take such good care of your skin. What do you do? And I said, well, I had to figure it out because my husband, I work from home. When my husband sees me, I don't really have on makeup. He see me in makeup on the weekends. Monday through Friday, he see me looking regular. All right. So he's out in the street. So you got to realize I work from home. So my husband goes out in the street every day, and he's out there looking at professional women all day long. They made up, the hair is groomed, the clothes are fitting these nice old fresh young bodies. They out here with, honey, these days, honey, honey, black don't crack, honey. It's shapely at all ages. So it's all out here shapeless, smelling good, it's looking good. My husband came home, was like, baby, you smell like pot roast every day. I need you to come on, I need you to bring it up some. I had to go to Walgreens and get one of those little, you know how they sell the little $5 knockoff fragrances in the little clip? I had to get those and give a little squirt. I keep it downstairs just so that every periodically I can go get a little scent. So I don't smell like pot roast to the man, right? You have to figure out, what am I going to do to keep the spice alive? You know, you have to grow together. You know, that's something that you have to do. I even said to my husband today, I said, or yesterday, I said, hey, let's I think we should do some counseling for the 2020 year. Instead of us spending money to go out and nothing's wrong. Like, we're not having any issues. But every relationship has things that you're working towards. And here's an area of opportunity that we need to grow in. Here's an area where I think we need to grow. And we can spend months working on it ourselves. Or we can sit down with a professional. They might can give us the answer in 2 sessions. So instead of us spending money on a nice steak dinner for our anniversary and buying gifts, how about we spend that money tuning us up? That's a gift we'll spend all year long if we go sit down with somebody who might be able to give us the answer in 2 or 3 sessions. And we come out of those sessions feeling more empowered. We come out of those sessions feeling more grounded in our relationship and feeling better about what we have. Being stronger. We'll benefit. That's the best $500 we could spend. If we spend $500, we'll appreciate that being spent more than we will a meal that we had on one evening. Right? Let's do something that benefits our relationship. Let's pick a book that we can read over the course of the year that will help us do better, execute better as a family. Let's read a book about kids. Let's read a book about us. Let's strengthen what we have. Okay? All right, everybody. Those are my tips for relationships. Those are my tips for relationships. Y'all, I want you all to have a fantastic week. I want you all to have a fantastic week, a fantastic day. Take the day, take the week. I love you. Have a great week. Bye.